Welcome to the Curate Your Wardrobe series, where we will be stepping through how to curate and put together and style a vintage and pin-up inspired wardrobe that's going to work for you, work for your skin tone and your style and your unique life, and is going to transcend those dresses and those outfits that you just keep for events and never touch unless you've got somewhere really special to go, and going to give you pieces that you can work with and you can incorporate into your daily life, whether that be work, play, leisure, you name it. Okay, so I hope you have downloaded your free Curate Your Wardrobe workbook, which goes along with this online course. I'm going to be stepping through how to go through this yourself, and yeah, I'm going to give you some of my examples and how I would be filling this out and how I have filled it out to curate my perfect wardrobe. Okay. So the first thing that you want to do is find your colors. Now we use the Dressica app to find out our color analysis, and in the first section you are able to write down your seasonal color, and then also pick the colors in your palette that you already own, that you already know that you love to wear, and then pick ones that you want to try. So for me, I know that I love my blues and my yellows, but pinks I don't really go for, or some oranges, but greens I don't really go for. So they're ones that I've been really keeping my eye out and trying them on when I have the opportunity, just to see how that they feel inside, how they feel inside, how they feel on my body, and how they make my appearance and my skin and my confidence feel. So these are really good ones. And then think of the colors that bring you the most joy. For me, that is yellow. It reminds me of sunshine. I grew up on the Sunshine Coast, so yellow, beach, sand, summer, school holidays, sun and yellow is my happy colors, and they're the ones that bring me joy. So put notes down on that, and you'll be able to curate pieces for your wardrobe that are really going to bring you so much joy when you wear them. And then the next part is style inspiration. I'm gonna reach down. So your style inspiration is going to be really unique to you. This is where you can dive deep in. And by the way, this is not something that you're going to be doing overnight. This is something that may take a few years to do. But I want you to just gradually work at it and find your inspiration. When you've got all these things in your head, you'll find that you'll be able to pull your inspiration and take note on what you do love, what you love to wear, and what you want to dress in. So I do go through in my ebook, Beginner's Guide to Pinup. Yes, I print out all of my books. I like paper to read. But in my ebook, Beginner's Guide to Pinup, I do go through all of the different pinup and vintage style inspirations, specifically different decades and what the silhouettes and everything is going to be. But this is where you can make this your own style. So think of keywords, think of things that you would describe your style or describe what you want to wear. So for me, I like to go for a 1950s, early 1950s to late 1950s. I will delve into other things, but I would say that is I'm a 50s gal. My casual style is very much an early 50s cropped tops and cropped t-shirts, tops and high waists. That is my casual style. And then for my event style, I would say, the wiggle dresses and the swing dresses is my style. So think of all those little keywords. You might have keywords such as jackets or comfy pants or bright patterns or leopard print or sleeveless or high necks. Just think of all these keywords that you would use and jot them down. So my style keywords, as I said, was high-waisted, cropped tops, bright colors, A-line. Yeah, so think of all those things, and you do have a point there that you can, if you're using the PDF, you can copy and paste pictures, go on Pinterest, save photos on your phone, take a screenshot of anything, take a picture, pause a movie and take a picture of any style inspirations that you have, and it will really help you narrow down what style you are aiming for and what you can curate and make a really usable wardrobe around that style. But styles do change, so do keep that in mind. You can step through these processes as you get older or as you find different inspirations, but this is just a really good jumping off point. All right, so the next bit is lifestyle reality. When we're curating a wardrobe, we do have to be really honest about our lifestyle. When you think of, say, like for my example of 1950s, a lot of the styles that you'll pull, especially on Pinterest, are from England and America, who have much colder climates than what we do have in Queensland, Australia. So big wool swing coats are not something that I'm going to be using in my wardrobe. I'm looking for more of the summer styles, and also big beautiful swing skirts and dresses I do love, but I do not, my phone, I should have put it on silent. Big beautiful swing skirts and dresses I do love and fit within that 1950s aesthetic that I'm after. However, I do not love a Marilyn moment when I'm dropping my kid off at school or loading groceries into the car. So these are little lifestyle situations that you need to think about and how your clothing is going to work for you. There's no point of me having a wardrobe full of beautiful swing dresses and skirts that I will have to wait until a day where it's no breeze at all and not windy. That is not practical for me. More A-line and more straight hemmed skirts that aren't going to flow up in the wind are more practical for me. Same with shorts and pants and stuff like that. So think of all your little lifestyle situations. For me, I work from home, I run errands, I am a photographer, so I'm usually up on a step ladder and I'm in really weird and awkward positions that I'm photographing my clients. And also I'm a vintage stylist. My arms are up when I'm doing hair and makeup. So think of all these things and how that would transcend into your wardrobe. For instance, when I'm shooting, I need to be wearing shorts. I need to be wearing shorts or pants so I don't flash my clients. When I'm out shopping, grocery shopping or running errands, I need something that's going to be comfortable for me, so in pants or shorts or an A-line skirt. When I work from home, I wear a corset over my outfits, so I do need a skirt as well, so I'm able to have my corset over and then still go to the bathroom. So think about all these very specific lifestyle situations that you are in. Maybe you're at work in an office, maybe you work out on a field, maybe you're wrestling kids all day and you don't want to be fussing with a skirt or a tight dress, for instance. So think about all these unique lifestyle situations that you have and take note. Take note of your frequent lifestyle occasions and items, wardrobe items that you currently have on rotation. For me, I have these shirts. I made a whole bunch a few years ago, and I still keep making a whole bunch of these little cropped shirts, and they are constantly on my rotation because they're nice and comfortable for me and easy to style. So think about all of these and then create little outfit categories for what your perfect outfit would be for each of those. Now, we're going to get into something that may be a bit uncomfortable. Your body love. Think about your body, your rules, but clothing is on your body. Nobody, I don't care who you are, but nobody enjoys wearing a piece of clothing all day that they just want to rip off as soon as they get home. You can find comfortable clothing that's going to suit your body and be one that will wear with you throughout the day, that isn't going to make you want to rip your clothes off and get straight into your jammies as soon as you get home. I know we do love that, but you should be comfortable in the clothing that you're wearing, and that has a lot to do with your style, something that suits you, and what sort of features in your clothing is going to exude more confidence in you. If you're sitting there and you're like, oh my God, I just gotta, you're not going to be as confident, you're not going to be shining as brightly as you can be than if you're in an outfit that you have curated and thought about and put together with elements in it that your body loves. So think about it. What does your body love? What does your body hate? I'll go first. I hate high necks. I need to see a bit of my collarbone when I'm trying on a shirt. I cannot do turtlenecks. I hate things touching here. I also don't love things right up on my neck, little tickles on the back of my neck. I hate, there's a lot of I hates. I hate really tight arm sleeves that cut you. It's like arm guillotine. I hate that, especially when I'm working and I've got to lift my arms up to be doing styling. I do not want to have any restrictions in my arms. Another thing, but I do love a high waist. I love that it doesn't move. It sits right on the small of my waist. I don't have to, I grew up in the early 90s, I was a 90s baby and grew up in the noughties, and I will never go back to wearing those really low-waisted jeans again. I like that my high-waisted outfits stay put all day. There's no adjusting at all needed. And then speaking of that, I've come to a point in my life where I'm appreciating elasticated waists. My body, I've come to an acceptance that my body does change throughout the day, throughout the month, throughout the year. But there is no point body shaming myself about that. I don't want to put on a pair of pants, for example, or a skirt that will fit me first thing in the morning, and then at the end of the day I have to know I've got to undo that top button because I'm in absolute agony. I've really appreciated a little bit of elastication or a little bit of give in a waistband. And then also, if you can see it, ooh, I love a high waist, but I love a cropped look. I don't want to be constantly tucking in any of my shirts. So a lot of my shirts that I did make are at that perfect length where it's cropped. It gives me that silhouette and that style that I like, but I don't have to be fussing around with my clothes. I don't ever want to be fussing around with my clothes. So think about all of the features that you love, that you don't love, and then also go through your wardrobe. Pick out something and go, I haven't worn that for a while. And then look at the features. Have you not worn it because it's maybe too plunging in the neckline for you? It's a little bit too tight and restrictive. Maybe the hemline is just not right for you. I like to have my knees covered, but that's just me. Maybe you don't like it. You like it a little bit shorter. So go through and pick out all these little features that you have in your wardrobe, and you will find easily which ones you grab for and which ones you love, and which items of clothing that you will always put to the side, and think about those features, and then that'll stop you from buying those same items of clothing again, and just keep building up a wardrobe of clothes that you will just never wear. So do that. And then the next part, obviously, while you're in there, is do a wardrobe stock take. There's so many different ways that you can do this. If you're an analytical person like I am, an Excel spreadsheet just gives me so much joy. You can stock take and analyze exactly how many items of clothing you have, your tops, your go tops, t-shirts, fancy blouses, skirts, shorts, dresses, jackets, everything like that, and put it all down into a list and tally it. And you can even analyze what colors that you have, or if you are a visual person, clear out that bed, get everything on the bed, like Marie Kondo style. Get everything on the bed, get all of your tops, put it together, take a picture. Get all of your pants, put it together, take a picture. And then within that, pull out the colors, get all your red items, get all your black items. Most of us find out we have a lot more black than what we thought we did. Get all of your items and color code it, and then you can see just by doing your piles of clothing what volume you have, how much you have. You might go, I really love yellow, and then you get all your yellow clothes out and you only have a couple of key items, and you're like, well, why do I have so many pink clothes when I never wear pink, and I love wearing yellow and I only have a few? So you're going to be able to analyze and stock take where you want to take your wardrobe. So now, once you've analyzed and stock take, you're ready to curate your wardrobe. So take notes on everything that you have, everything that you feel like you need. And this is not something that you're going to be doing overnight. This is something that will take a while, and do it over seasons. So I use Trello app on my phone a lot, and I have little boards for each season, and I take notes of what I want. At the end of the season, I just go, oh, I kind of wish I had another jacket. I needed another jacket, maybe not in, I tend to go for a lot of prints, and most of the time when I start to analyze and look, and I'm like, I really need a dark plain colored jacket, or I really need this color pants to go with these, and they're sort of things that you'll be needing, and take note of it. And especially at the end of a season, you'll be able to find a lot of things on sale, winter sales, summer sales, and you'll be able to get things that you know you're going to need for the next season, but you're going to be able to get at a discounted price. And for me, I do make a lot of my clothes, so I know that, say for instance, last season, I needed something in between jeans and like summery pants. I needed that something autumn in between. So something that was a little bit warmer for the mornings, and then you're not going to be roasting at the end of the day. So I knew I wanted some sort of 3/4 corduroy style. So I had to take note of that. And then I had all this time knowing that that was something that I could plan for. I could find my pattern, adapt to my pattern, find my fabric, make the pants. And they were going to be something that's going to be a valuable addition to my wardrobe. So take note each season, and you're going to be curating a wardrobe that's going to really work for you. So, how have you liked my rambling so far? I hope that with this little booklet you are going to be able to find all these answers to the questions and really analyze your wardrobe so that it's going to be really beneficial for you. You're going to may find that when you're doing this, you're going to find things that you're going to be wearing every single day. You're going to be having your vintage and your pinup inspired outfits that are going to transcend and work through your life much more than just that cupboard of beautiful clothes that never get worn. We do not want beautiful clothes that never ever get worn. So curate your wardrobe, end up with something that you love, and I'll see you next time.